In this activity, we are taking what we learned from the video about someone's personal experience and we're comparing it to the UDHR articles that we have been studying. In the video, we learned about Lori being forced to join a group that she didn't want to be a part of, and we're going to find the article that it connects to, and then we're going to write about it. So I have here a sentence starter. And I'm going to take the sentence starter, I'm going to copy it because I want to be able to work with it. You'll see that this sentence has already been modified when you go to look at this, but I want you to see how I do this. And down here I have the UDH article, so I'm going to click on this so that it opens up and I can find it. Now, the idea of joining a group sounds familiar, but I don't necessarily remember which article, so I may just have to scroll through and see which one's about joining a group. And that's totally fine. I'm pretty certain it's up in the teens, so I'm going to click to those. Take your rights and own them. Marriage and family, the right to know who you are. And you're going to find one that makes sense to you. And I see this one, Article 20, the right to public assembly. You all have the right to meet our friends and to work together in peace to defend our rights. Nobody can make us join a group if we don't want to. So this is the one I'm looking for. Article 20, the right to public assembly, especially the part about nobody can make us join a group if we don't want to. Lori said that she didn't like the group that she was in. She wasn't happy there. Sounds like she didn't want to be there. So this is definitely the connection I'm looking for. So I'm going back to here, and I now need to change everywhere that's orange. So in the story about Lori, this is how she spells her name, because she's German, about Lori and the Hitler youth group, I can spell. It reminds me of article. Now what article was it again? 20. Reminds me of article, so again, get rid of that, 20 of the UDHR. In this story, now I need to think about the story again. If I need to, I go back and watch the video, but I've heard it. In fact, I was the one who interviewed her. In the story, Lori talked about how strict they were and how she didn't like it and didn't like the group. In the UDHR, it states, so now I go back to the UDHR. This is the UDHR. This is right from there. I'm going to pull this. Nobody can make us join a group if we don't want to. I'm going to put this in here. States. I'm going to put in first Article 20 states. Article 20 states in Article 20. That nobody can make us join a group we don't want to join. The events that happened to Lori, okay, that's our person, demonstrate how the promise of Article 20 is being, now is it upheld? Is she getting the choice to pick the group that she wants, or is it being broken? She doesn't get a choice. Right, it's being broken. She doesn't get a choice. So I can actually just delete part of this and then change the color. Broken. And then we're just going to highlight that and make it black. As being broken. So that is how you're going to make a response. In the story about Lori and the Hitler Youth Group, it reminds me of Article 20 of the UDHR. In the story, Lori talked about how strict they were and how she didn't like the group. In the UDHR, it states in Article 20 that nobody can make us join a group we don't want to join. The events that happened to Lori demonstrate how the promise of Article 20 is being broken. So we're making the connections. You'll see that this video is placed in this slideshow to demonstrate how to do this. I'm going to walk you through one more, and then you're going to do one. If you have any questions, remember to ask.